Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't subscribed already, I suggest you do so. Hit the subscribe button and push that little bell in the corner to be notified of all our events, our live stream chats, our interviews, and the latest news and views from the sporting world. Don't adjust your sets. This isn't clickbait. This is the truth. Tomorrow night, UK time, 8 p.m., we will be previewing the Real Deal boxing event that's happening on November the 18th. Yep, Saturday night. We will be previewing a roster of the fighters taking part in the main event for Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Promotions. It's an exciting time for BWTM Sports because tomorrow we'll be talking to all the fighters that are going to be taking part on that card. We'll be talking to the CEO, Eric Bentley, who's been on the channel before. And of course, we will be talking live and exclusive to Evander Real Deal Holyfield. It's been a long time coming, but Evander Holyfield will be live and exclusive on BWTM Sports tomorrow night. So the action will begin at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, 8 p.m. UK time. That will be 3 p.m. New York time or Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be talking to the fighters, we'll be talking to the CEO, and we'll be talking to the man, the four-time heavyweight champion of the world. I may say former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. It'd be great to hear his views. He's also mentoring these fighters. So we are really excited at BWTM Sports to be able to bring you this. If you didn't see the other legend yesterday, we spoke to Julian the Hawk Jackson, one of the biggest punchers in the history of the sport. Julian Jackson, the middleweight. We interviewed him yesterday. Check that out on this channel as well. Spoke about fights against, potential fights in the past against Roy Jones, James Toney, and why they fell apart, and why Sugar Ray Leonard wanted no part of Julian Jackson. And of course, Julian Jackson talks about the comparisons between himself and Gennady Golovkin, how that fight would have worked out. And he also talks about fights against Nigel Benn and other middleweights in history. So check that out as well. Two legends in 1 week. It's exciting times at BWTM Sports. Checking out the people in the room. Mikey, good to see you in the room. And Mikey says, great to see BWTM working closely with Evander Holyfield. Yep, I'm looking forward to working with the team. And shout out to Miss Cortez from Los Angeles. Two legends in 1 week. I should actually really try and get three legends in 1 week. That would really be stretching it, wouldn't it? But that's it. That's just the announcement. So there are no excuses. People that are subscribed to the channel, you're the first to know what's going on, when it's going to be. And this is the best bit. This is the best bit of it all. After the fighters are interviewed, you're going to get the opportunity to see these fighters in action, live stream, and it's a free live stream, and you won't have to pay for it. Thank you so much, Kathleen. Much appreciated. So you'll be able to see the fights live from New York. Evander Holyfield's new fighters, all these fighters taking part at that event. Exciting stuff. So we get to interview the fighters, get to know a bit more about the fighters. So also, on top of that, we'll try and get you some footage of these fighters as well before the event. Free boxing, interviews, Evander Holyfield, the CEO of Real Deal Boxing. What more do you want? And we've had Julian Jackson this week as well. What more do you want from BWTM Sports? And we're looking to talk to Caleb Truax. He just said that he wants to talk to BWTM regards his upcoming fight with James DeGale. So we're upping that as well. And I've just heard through the grapevine that Kid Chocolate, Peter Quillen, will be talking to BWTM Sports as well. Wow. It's really happening at the moment. Of course, There are other fighters as well to be confirmed. So stay tuned on Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday's in the morning. Stay tuned tomorrow because there might be some other fighters that may be popping on board as well. That's it from me. I don't think there's anything much more to say. Like I said, just to confirm, tomorrow night from 3 p.m. the action begins. So 3 p.m. It'll probably be a 2.5 hour show of boxing in terms of the fighters that will be on the show. So it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to hearing all their stories. I'm looking forward to hearing the stories. And hey, if anybody remembers where we were this time last year or coming into this time last year and where we are now, I'd say for every setback, there's an even greater comeback. So thank you all for the support. Any progress on Sanderland? Yes, I will chase him up. I think it's unfair to kind of bring Sanderland in now. I probably will look to bring Sanderland in maybe Friday or over the weekend, hopefully, and get that done as well. So thank you, Mikey, for getting that interview sorted out with Josh Sanderland. Of course, you want your interviews. You want to hear from your fighters that you like. So we're definitely going to get that done as soon as possible. So, yeah, it's a lot to do. So I've still got to do some more planning for tomorrow. Remember when last December people said that you'd done after Goswick stuff, and look at you now. I know you bounced back. Rigondeaux, yeah. Hey, let's get Rigondeaux. We got to get him as well. So Miss Cortez, let's try and get Rigondeaux. They'll try and nail him before December 9th. We'll try and work on that Rigondeaux interview as well. So that's it for me and BWTM Sports. Yeah, that's it. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon for you if you're in New York. And if you're in the UK, it's 8 p.m. If you're in France, it's 9 p.m. And if you're in Ukraine, I think it's 10 p.m. because you're 2 hours ahead of the UK. As one man would say, exciting times ahead. This is Ingram Jones from BWTM Sports, and I'm out. See you soon.